Hey, hello everyone, my name is Ibadia, and today we are doing a calling session. Today our topic is Earth, and today we are doing our what we have to do. I know you are in a fresh mind and hopeful to Lord. Mm, Maya was taking too much time to attend the call. Meanwhile, we have to talk on. I have write down. Hello Maya, how are you? Hey Maya.
Hiya.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm doing great. How's your morning going?
Yeah, it's great.
Take your time. Glad to hear it.
Okay, okay.
Anything on your mind today?
Yeah, yeah,
You sound like you're
I
thinking of
have
something.
questions
I'm all
on my
ears.
mind.
I
I
love a good
asked.
curiosity streak.
Yeah,
Lay 'em on me. Ready when you are.
okay,
Whenever you're ready.
okay.
No
Alright,
rush.
and today
I'll be here.
today topic is Earth.
Earth. Big
Okay.
topic. Where do you want to start? You got a specific angle in mind?
Yeah. So our first question is, what is Earth?
The short version is we're living on a massive rocky ball spinning through space. But since you usually like the deep dives, do you want the scientific breakdown or more of the how did we get here story?
No, no. Why is Earth important
Uh,
for life?
Basically, we hit the cosmic lottery. It's all about the Goldilocks zone. Not too hot, not too cold, just right for liquid water to exist. Plus, we've got this magnetic field that acts like a giant shield blocking solar radiation that would otherwise fry everything. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I also studied that. Earth have good gravity for us, enough gravity, not too high, not
Spot
too
on.
low. Is it
Exactly.
correct?
If it were too strong, essentially be crushed by our own weight. And if it were too low, we'd just float away. It's all
Yeah.
about that perfect balance.
Okay. Where does the Earth come from?
That's the big one. It started about 4.5 billion years ago as a swirling cloud of dust and gas. Gravity just pulling everything in until it clumped together into this giant molten ball. Pretty
Okay.
chaotic start, right? It
Okay.
was basically a cosmic
How
demolition derby right
how
here. Still on the
how old is Earth?
roughly 4.5 billion years.
0.5 billion
It's a
years.
number so huge it's almost impossible to actually wrap your head around.
Yeah. Okay. Why is Earth
A lot of time to look
considered
at.
our home? Considered our
I think
home.
you're asking why Earth is because it's the only place in the entire universe we've found where everything just works for us. From the air we breathe to the water we drink, it's literally custom built for human life. Nowhere else has the exact same setup. Does that feel like a miracle to you or just a lucky break?
Um, okay. Next.
It's a fascinating thought, either way.
Okay.
What else is on
What
your list for?
what
I'm
makes
ready.
what makes Earth different from other planets?
The big one is the water. We've got oceans of liquid water on the surface, which is basically the secret sauce for life. Most other planets are either frozen solid or scorching hot. Then there's
Okay,
the atmosphere. Ours is
how does Earth support life?
a perfect mix of nitrogen and oxygen that we can actually breathe. It's like a giant life support system. Through a mix of the sunlight, the atmosphere, and the water cycle, it keeps everything in balance. We get oxygen from the plants, and the plants get carbon dioxide from us. It's a perfectly synced loop. Do you want to know more about how that works?
Yeah, please tell.
It's essentially a giant trade agreement between plants and animals. And plants take the sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide and turn it into oxygen. Then we breathe that oxygen in and exhale the carbon dioxide that they need. It's a cycle that's been running for millions of years without a single day off.
But you are saying that you are
I'm
saying
following you.
yeah, you are saying that we have cutting down our trees and we have cut down such jungles to make our cities, our home, our big buildings. That's correct or not correct?
You hit the nail on the head. We're basically dismantling our own life support system to make room for concretes. It's a tough irony. We build these cities to feel secure and comfortable, but in doing so, we're messing with the very things that keep us alive.
Yeah, it's too bad thing.
It really is. It's a bit like burning the house down to keep warm for one night. Do you think
Acha,
there's a way to fix it, or I'll be here whenever you want to get back
okay,
to that thought?
why is water important on Earth? Please tell me in
Um,
detail, like one say 2 minutes.
hmm. I'm assuming you mean why the human body is important or how it fits into the Earth system.
No.
Since you want a
I'm
detailed,
water. Why is water important for Earth?
oh, what? That makes way more sense. Water is basically the blood of the planet. First, it regulates temperature. The oceans soak up a massive amount of heat from the sun and move it around the globe so we don't have random parts of the world freezing while others are boiling. Second, it's the universal solvent, meaning it dissolves almost everything, which allows it to carry nutrients and minerals to plants and animals. And third, it shapes the land. Erosion from water is what carved out the Grand Canyons and valleys we see today. Without it, Earth would just be a dusty, dead rock.
Mm, some more points, some more detail.
Sure. You got it. Let's dig deeper. For one, the water cycle is a non-stop engine for the planet. Water evaporates from the ocean, turns into clouds, and then rains down on land, which is how the inland areas get the fresh water they need to survive. Without that constant redistribution, most of the land would just be a wasteland. Then there's the ocean's role in oxygen. Most people think trees do all the work, but tiny marine plants called phytoplankton produce a huge chunk of the oxygen we breathe. So we're essentially breathing because of the ocean. And on a human level, water is what allows for complex chemistry to happen inside our cells, meaning without it, the biological blueprints for life couldn't even begin to function. Does that give you the level of detail you're looking for?
Mm, yeah. I want to more deeper.
Mm, I'm with you. Let's go as deep as we can. Do you want to look into the mysterious stuff like the deep ocean trenches where things live that shouldn't exist? Or maybe how water actually behaves in weird ways that science still struggles to explain?
Yeah. Yes. happened with my. Oh, I don't know why Maya cut the call. I don't know why is Maya not attending call. What happened to Maya? I don't know.
Um,
Questions.
I'm all ears. What's the first one?
Um, how does the
Take your time.
atmosphere protect Earth?
It's basically like a giant invisible shield. Think of it as a filter that keeps the good stuff in and the bad stuff out. For instance, it blocks those harsh UV rays from the sun so we don't all just fry, and it burns up most meteors before they can even touch the ground. Plus, it keeps the planet warm enough for us to actually live here. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes some sense. Please tell me in detail.
Of course. Think of it in layers. The stratosphere has the ozone layer, which is the real MVP here. It absorbs the majority of the sun's high energy ultraviolet radiation. Without it, the surface would be basically uninhabitable. Then you've got the troposphere, where our weather happens, which traps heat through the greenhouse effect. It's a delicate balance. Too little, and then we're a frozen rock. Too much, and we're a sauna. And as for the space debris, the friction of the air molecules as a meteor hits the atmosphere at thousands of miles per hour creates so much heat that the most of them vaporize. It's essentially a planetary security system.
Okay. What
Got
natural
it.
resource does Earth provide?
Earth is basically
Please tell
one
me in
big
detail.
gift. Earth is essentially one big gift basket. You've got your basic essentials like water and air, which are the non negotiables for life. Then there's the soil for growing food, minerals for building things, and energy sources like sunlight and wind. Basically, everything we need to survive and thrive is right here. I'll take that as a win. Since you've been on a roll with these questions, what's next on your list?
Okay, my next question was, how do humans depend on Earth every day?
In every single breath and bite, we depend on it for the basics: oxygen from the air, fresh water to drink, and food from the soil. But it's more than just survival. It's the materials for our clothes, the minerals in our phones, and even the climate that dictates how we live. We're essentially tethered to the planet for every single thing we do.
How do
Yeah,
humans
it's wild.
depend on Earth every day?
I think we just covered that one. We're talking about the oxygen we breathe, the water we drink, and the food we grow. Everything from the clothes on your back to the phone in your hand comes from the planet. Do you want to dive deeper into one of those or move on to the next question?
Okay, why do scientists study Earth?
Because it's essentially the only instruction manual we've got. Scientists want to understand how the planet works so we can predict things like earthquakes or climate shifts. Plus, there's this huge drive to figure out if other planets are like ours. Knowing exactly what makes Earth a home helps them search for life elsewhere in the universe. It's part curiosity, part survival.
Okay,
You're on a roll today.
how
What's the
has
next
the
question on your mind?
how has the Earth changed over time?
It's been
Please
a
tell me in
total
detail.
transformation. It's basically the ultimate glow up. Imagine Earth starting as a molten ball of rock and fire about 4.5 billion years ago. Then it cooled down, and water vapor condensed into the first oceans. The atmosphere shifted from toxic gases to the oxygen rich air we have now, mostly thanks to early microorganisms called cyanobacteria that started pumping out oxygen through photosynthesis. Then you had the massive tectonic shifts, continents crashing into each other and splitting apart, like how Pangea became the 7 continents we recognize today.
Okay,
Wait, did I miss a mark there? All
no.
good.
What are some
So,
what are some environment change facing Earth today?
it's a bit of a heavy list, honestly. You've got things like climate change driving up global temperatures, deforestation, where we're losing huge chunks of the Amazon, and the massive amount of plastic ending up in the oceans. Then there's the loss of biodiversity, where species are disappearing faster than they normally would. It's a lot to deal with at once.
Please tell me in detail.
Let's break it down. First, there's the greenhouse effect on steroids. Carbon dioxide and methane are trapping too much heat, which melts glaciers and raises sea levels, threatening all those coastal cities. Then you have deforestation, which is like taking away the planet's lungs. When we cut down jungles for farms or cattle, we lose the trees that absorb CO2 and the habitats for millions of species. Then there's pollution.
Can you please tell me more detail?
Sure, let's get into the nitty gritty. Let's pick back up with pollution, since that's where I left. Right back. I can tell you're in a great headspace. So, do you want me to keep going with the pollution details, or has something else popped into your head? Thanks.
No, 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 no.
I'll take that as a
Listen, listen. I have more question.
I'm a little lost.
Okay,
I'm all ears. I'm ready when you
okay.
are.
Why is
What's the next one?
important to protect Earth?
Because it's literally the only place we've got. Think of it as our only life support system. If the air gets too toxic or the water too polluted, there's no backup planet to move to. Plus, it's not just about us, it's about protecting millions of other species that have every right to be here too. It's a matter of survival, really.
Can you please tell me more detail?
Let's look at the bigger picture. It's about the interconnectedness of everything. If one part of the ecosystem fails, it creates a domino effect. For example, when bee populations drop, pollination stops, which means less food for humans. Then there's the ethical side, leaving a world that's actually livable for the people coming after us. It's not just about keeping the lights on, it's about preserving the beauty and balance that allows life to exist in the first place. We absolutely do.
Okay,
As high
okay. Okay,
I'm totally following you.
my next question was, how can
I'm
people
ready.
help Earth clean and healthy?
That's the goal, right? It starts with the small stuff, switching to reusable bags, cutting down on waste, or just being more mindful about energy. Then there's the bigger picture. like supporting companies that actually care about the planet or pushing for better laws. It's all about a bunch of people making a few better choices until it actually adds up.
Okay.
It's a bit
Can
like
you please tell more
it's a
detail?
team effort. Let's dive into the specifics. On an individual level, you can focus on the three R's: reducing what you buy, reusing what you have, and recycling what you can. Planting native trees or starting a small garden helps bring back local wildlife and cleans the air. Then there's the community side, like organizing local cleanups or educating others. The real power comes when people move from just doing their part to demanding systemic change, like pushing for renewable energy instead of fossil fuels. It's basically about shifting from being just consumers to being caretakers.
Okay. More detail I want to. I can't understand this.
Um, no worries, let me try it a different way. Think of it like taking care of a house. If we just ignore the leaks and the trash, eventually the whole place becomes unlivable. Helping the earth is just us doing the maintenance, cleaning up the plastic, planting more trees to refresh the air, and using energy that doesn't pollute. Does that make it a bit clear?
Some clear. Okay, just leave it.
Ensemble? I'm a bit lost. Did you mean like a group of people working together, or were you thinking of something
Okay,
else?
okay. How Earth respected in different cultures and traditions.
Well, wait. Sorry, what are we respecting? When I think a piece of the question got cut off there.
Okay, what can
I'm doing
we
great. Thanks for asking.
what can we learn
I think
from
we're having a
Earth history?
it's basically a huge warning system. We can learn how life survives the unthinkable, like those massive extinction events. And it shows us that the planet is incredibly resilient, but also fragile. It's a reminder that everything changes and our current way of doing things isn't the only way it's been. What do you think is the most surprising part of Earth's history?
Okay. Okay. I
Throwing
want.
it to you. Since you've been hammering through these questions, do you have an
Acha,
I'm listening. What's on your
why
mind?
should future generation care about
Take your time.
Earth?
Because it's their only home too. If we hand over a planet that's broken, they're the ones who have to deal with the fallout. It's basically the ultimate inheritance. They deserve to have clean air, fresh water, in a world that's actually full of life, not just stories about what used to be here.
Okay, man. We have done this session. Okay.
It sounds like
Bye
we've
bye.
hit the finish line for today.
Yeah.
You've really
We have done this. We have done this following session, and we are going to home. And I hope you understand all about the Earth, her history, why we do live in Earth, and why is Earth important. And please don't cut our trees. Trees are very important to keep us alive. And please, and Earth is our home. Earth world is our home. So bye bye. I wish you come Rehan school and and please visit Rehan school. They are very doing a very great job. Bye bye.